Well, I found this story this weekend, Mount Bethel United Methodist Church outside Atlanta. I didn't know what their philosophy was. I just thought this was a good thing. Senior minister at Mount Bethel, Dr. Randy Mickler, was working with homeless outreach, trying to figure out how to help the homeless men in the city. He took a tour to see what he could learn about how the men were coping. And that's when he learned how bad things really were, that men were living under bridges and in tent cities, maybe just a scrap of plastic to keep the rain off. Well, things were going to get bad and had a big storm coming into Atlanta. So yesterday, Dr. Randy had an idea. The church has gym, it has showers. They could open the church to the homeless. He didn't tell the congregation. He didn't suggest that the congregation pay more in taxes. He instead stood up in front of his congregation and asked them this.
I can't do this on my own. I can't even say do it. It's your church. But if you would be in support of a ministry like this, for these kind of severe winter nights that would involve Mount Bethel, would you stand?
Now, he asked that question in 2 different services, and everyone stood. That was about 3,000 people supporting it. Then he said, we need volunteers, and we need donations. Earlier today, we called him. He said it was spontaneous volunteerism. People lined the aisles waiting to sign up to volunteer. They drove buses, they cleaned, they cooked, they donated piles of clothes, food, 200 air mattresses, hundreds of blankets, sleeping bags, towels, toiletries, and everything else. They didn't involve the government. Instead, they stood as Christians together and did it themselves.